Namaste guys, the next topic that we are going to talk about, because I don't know if you guys saw the previous video, Mayank and I are just sitting here in Palladium in Bombay, just ranting off on various different topics. So the next thing we want to talk about is something which both of us get a lot of guys asking us, alright? And that is, how can I not be nervous around women? How can I be confident and how can I approach women without thinking that they'll just shoot me in the dick, alright? I don't understand the irrationality of this entire fear which is here. So I'm actually going to start off, if you don't mind, alright? Because the first thing which I don't understand is, where does this fear come from? Where does it sprout up from? Alright? Because I don't see, like in front of me, there are so many people who are engaging with each other. I don't see any girl slapping any guy anywhere. I don't see any girl rejecting any guy anywhere in a horrendous way. Alright? So I don't know why is such fear instilled in you. And it could be also closely related to something which we spoke about. There are a lot of people either think and act and behave in life completely according to their heart, and a lot of people think and act and behave according to their brains. Alright? So I'm guessing that most of the people who have this irrational fear are people who think too much on the heart. Alright? So, because they have only positive intentions and they only want to be nice to the other person, but they're afraid, you know, that they won't be liked or they will be rejected or whatever it is. So I want to get you guys a little bit on the brainy end of the spectrum, and I want you to think that why the fuck will someone not like you? And why will they hate you or reject you? Because are you a murderer? Are you someone who's committed a crime? Have you raped someone? Have you drugged someone? Have you done anything awfully evil in life that you have to be afraid and hide your true intentions and learn freaking techniques and, you know, sequences where you will go and first slap her ass and then say, oh, hi, that's me? And why do you need all of that? Like, why do you want to put this entire masquerade on where you have to be someone who you really are not? Alright? So get to the brainy side of this end of the spectrum and understand that there is, first of all, nothing to be afraid of, because you have not done anything wrong. Alright? I mean, you don't have to feel guilty, you don't have to feel inferior, you don't have to feel anything. Alright? That's the first another thing. I got more to say, but I'm actually going to shift to Mayank so that he can say something, and then I'll get back to the next thing which I
think one of the most primal reason why people have this nervousness or fear is the society and the whole aspect of the world that we live in.
Okay.
I mean, I honestly think because the kind of way we are brought up and the kind of lifestyle we have in general, like the most of them, you and me had a different lifestyle. He's a Fauji guy, I'm a part Fauji guy. So we have a different lifestyle, and we are still a whole lot more liberal than the average Indian middle class family, I would say.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when people aren't led to socialize in their early days, or when you don't have that social connect with women and men in general, like when you don't see it happening since a very early age, you kind of expect a whole lot more from your own self and from your opposite sex, whomsoever you want to talk. And that can only go once you start getting over the fear and, you know, going out and talking to them. See, the whole nervousness part is because you aren't aware of the outcome. You don't know what would happen if you do it. And honestly, you wouldn't know jab tak you don't do it. Right? So, and nothing terrible would happen. You're living in 2018 where if you aren't a creep or a crazy retard or a rapist by the nature, then nobody is going to judge you hard. I mean, it's just what it is. If you still are nervous of the fact that, you know, I can talk to any woman but not that woman. What do you do about that? Well, because you're stressing out on it a bit, like you're stressing her out by, you know, you being in your head a little too much.
I've got actually stuff to add to that.
Yeah, because I mean, I get this specific comment a whole lot. Dude, I can talk to everyone else, but not that woman that I really want to. I've been crushing on, and you've been crushing on this woman since you were in 10th grade. You are in 12th now. The fuck were you doing into? Why are you giving anyone so much importance in your life that, you know, she has that much? I mean, she has.
Why are you putting her here?
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. See, your nervousness is something that you are building up on yourself. She is not asking for it. Nobody is giving it to you. Yeah, you have been brought up in a certain way. You are taught to respect women. Things are a whole lot different in the country where we live. Agreed, whatnot, whatever it is, however it is. But all of it is in hindsight. All of it is only to a certain limit, right? If you don't want to be nervous around women, first stop treating them like they are some goddess and princesses. And that can also, I mean, that won't happen overnight.
They shit and fart every day, by the way.
Yeah, they are human fucking beings. They want to have good company. If you are a fun guy, if you really have an epic, I mean, if you just are a genuine fun guy, women would love to be around with you. Why
Exactly.
do you see your nervousness can only take you so much if you give it that much importance. And the easiest way for you to not give a fuck about it is forget what the society tells, forget what everyone, even if your parents are telling you this is not right, oh my god, what the fuck are you doing? It is necessary. It is necessary for you to know how to talk to women, and there is no rocket science in it. It's just as normal as a human fucking being, and you can only do it once you start talking to more and more and more women. Just go talk to 5 random chicks every time you go out, or every time you go to the gym, go to your receptionist, talk to her, talk to your chemistry lab attendant, whosoever. Anyone with tits and asses, go talk. Just go talk. That's how you get over approaching them. I guess the more numbers you have, I mean, the whole science behind it is the more people you talk to, the lesser anxious you feel.
Yeah.
I mean, the more you take them as human beings and not someone who's fucking, I don't know, like Wonder Woman shit. Yeah. She's not Gal Gadot, and even if she is, you should be able to talk to her.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just my thing. I get it where it is coming from. Few of the most repetitive comments I'll get is they don't like anything else besides big fat wallet, big dick and all that. None of it matters if you are an asshole, right? You can't expect to be, I mean, okay, I can't.
You know what? I'm actually going to add to these couple of things where I really agreed with him strongly with like an over exaggeration of my hand movements. That is that first of all, he said, why are you looking at them as a goddess? And second, don't be creepy or whatever about this. So I'll tell you how you might end up coming across creepy. And first of all, why you should not look at them as a goddess. Because simply they shit and fart every day. But so that is to put it simply. But what happens is once you start looking at them as a goddess, you automatically, in terms of society exists in a hierarchical system. There is always a class and caste system across all species, and especially amongst human beings, simply because money exists today. All right. So basically, our mindsets work in that hierarchical system. Now, what happens is that automatically when you start looking up towards a woman or somebody, you automatically start looking up, so you put yourself down. All right. So once you put yourself down, you end up thinking, okay, I can take something from them. All right. So that is why I'm going to come to the next thing, which is that when you go to talk to a woman or when you're crushing on someone, I don't know why everyone always thinks about what they can get from that person. So if you have a sexual lustful desire for someone, you think about, what sex I can get from them. And if there's someone you fall in, romantic feelings with, and a lot of people always engage with their crush or, the girls they want to talk to with an objective of getting sex, getting a phone number, getting love, getting attention, getting. All right. I want you to stop going like this, like a beggar, and I want you to start going like this, which is basically you go to give. You don't go to get. And how do you go to give? When you become a high value man, when you become a man who you can have conversations with in all different kinds of things. And that's what we spoke about in the other video.
Explain them the high value part, because this is where they get shit confused. For them, high value is money, wallet.
No. Okay, so
that's not what makes you a valuable man.
No, like, okay, a Ferrari or like a lot of money, I'm not saying it does not work. Obviously it works, but it can work sometimes, and it can work only if the rest of yourself is also congruent with all that shit. And especially if you've earned it and shit like that. Like, you might be able to attract immature girls with a Ferrari, which might be your dad's, because they just go like, oh my god, Ferrari, Instagram, fat. That's what they will do. All right, they will not. But like, even that, sooner or later, when that girl matures and when she has to select her king, her number one in her life, she's not going to select someone who does not have the ability to himself become successful enough to earn a Ferrari for himself. So you will be able to attract her, but you won't be able to retain her attraction, something which I talk about a lot. So that ability which you try to feign and you try to fake by having a fat wallet and stuff like that, that can work temporarily, all right? But it will hurt you even more when temporarily you can get someone because of all of that, and then they leave you. It hurts even more than not getting someone in the start, all right? So that is where I would ask you to be a high value man outside of money and flashy stuff and stuff like that, and where you can be someone with whom a girl can actually have conversations. A lot of guys, they can't talk about anything. So when a girl is actually chilling with them or spending time with them, what else besides sex? What else besides just having food at a restaurant? What fills up all that intermittent space, what is the mass, what is the content of your fucking relationship? What do you guys bond over? What do you guys relate over? That is where all your value, all your knowledge, all your perspective which you've gained about the world over the years comes into play. So if you keep trying to acquire the flashy stuff from your dad and try to impress your, girls and stuff like that, it will work, but you're losing out on precious time which you can use to finally fuck that guy. So you can actually learn in that entire time which you're spending to fake shit. You can learn how to become that kind of a man to whom women would naturally get attracted. Where even if you are walking, instead of having a Ferrari to go and meet her, she actually looks at you in a favorable way, because then once you start talking to her and everything, your walking towards her does not look like, oh, he doesn't even have a car. It looks like, what a different kind of a guy. He chooses to walk. Oh my God, he's healthy. The perspective of people changes if you can play around with what image you are actually conveying to them. All right. And you can play around with that, obviously, with the stuff that we talk about, style and fitness and all of that. But the mental side of shit, that is the most important one. All right.
Your physical appearance is only the very first impression, and that matters. Like, if you are well put together, the woman or your boss or your friend would be interested in knowing a thing or two more about her. Who's this good looking guy? And then what? Who's this good looking guy? Oh wow, he looks good. And then maybe she came to you and she approached you and she opened you like, what's your name? And then you be like, hi. And then what? Like, you don't have nothing else to offer. You fucking blow dried your hair. You did everything. Even I do that, right? But what else? Like, do you have any offer? Do you have any deep value that you can give her? Insights or entertainment that nobody else has. Like, there are okay, we have to realize you aren't the only man in today's world who's taking care of themselves. You might be a good looking guy, but what else? What else makes you? There are plenty guys with Mercedes and BMWs, right?
What makes you authentic? What makes you a man of substance? Learn how to define that for yourself.
And that can only come with more life experiences. That can only come with you meeting more people, men, women, in general. Like, you just have to go out and meet.
Try new shit, like getting out of, whatever you do on a regular basis, just try new shit and try to progress in that, qualitatively as well as quantitatively. That's how you fucking get ahead. And you have to love, like, what you're wanting to do. You can't be afraid of it. If you want it so badly, learn to fucking love it, so that when you're doing it, even when you have failures and setbacks, you don't hate yourself as well as that fucking thing which you love.
Very important. How is this important to you being nervous? When you are nervous because you overthink shit so much so that you aren't enjoying the whole process of going and talking to that woman or going and talking to that guy. The whole goal that you have right now, when you want to approach someone and you're nervous with that, you want her to be your girlfriend, one, or you want her number, or you want the sex, you want something. Why? You just have to enjoy the process. Okay, what fun time can I have? I already have an epic fun time by myself. Can I bring her with me on this epic fun time that I have and give her value in it? Maybe you're chilling out with your friends.
Without any objective.
Without anything. She telling fuck off, I'm not interested, should not concern you one bit. That's her choice, that's her life. But you offering her to join your clan of epic fun is the value that you are giving that woman. And trust me, when you get there, I'm working on it.
It starts flowing up. When you get there, this shit happens on its own.
It's fucking contagious, and you'll be like the honeybee in that. You'll be like that kind of a guy. But that only happens with a lot of practice. I am not there yet. This guy is for sure there, but I am still on my way being there. But that won't happen.
It is a work in progress. It is definitely a work in progress for everyone.
Exactly. Having fun by yourself.
And have a life.
I think self-amusement is a very important topic.
It is. So, like, if some girl would actually say fuck off to me, I would love it. I would say, where? Like, where do you want to fuck? Or like, whatever. Like, I would turn everything negative in life into something which I could laugh at, or into something which I could absorb in a very positive light.
Exactly.
All right? Because out of everything negative, it is negative from one perspective. From exactly the opposite perspective, it becomes a positive thing. So it's all about how you fuck with yourself, how you hack your own brain, and how you hack. And like that thing which he said, that is contagious. When you can get to that state where you can draw people into your life and your fun. That shit, I can't tell you how important that is, because it takes time to get there. But once you're there, it's an ever appreciating asset which you have. Nothing, like right now we are talking, none of this shit is scripted, all right? We are just flowing. because we are not trying to put in an effort. We are making sure that we are ourselves and we are just fucking expressing whatever the fuck is there in my head, and I'm saying fuck.
I haven't been this ranty ever in my
Yeah, so I'm saying fuck, and I'm not gonna care if somebody thinks, oh, he curses so much, or you know, whatever. Like, people can think whatever, but like, if I start trying to please all of those people who think something or another, or all of those girls, you know, who I might think she only cares about Ferrari, she only cares about money, my life is gonna become self-destructive in the long run.
Yeah.
All right, so fuck all of that. Drag people into your own fun. I hope this was helpful.
And stay tuned. Come back next week where we'll talk about how should you rather start having fun by yourself, like the art of self-amusement, as many would like to say in the PO community. Very good topic, very important video. Watch it, stay tuned. And first link, description box. Check out his channel. Epic shit. You'll love it. Like, if you find value in these videos, if you like these videos, if you want to see more of it, he has got you covered. Anyway, we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have fun.